What is up, gamers? M107 here, and welcome back to the channel. So the gameplay trailer of Season 6, Dark Creations, just came out. We're going to go over that in depth today, along with some news regarding a Recon class buff, and some very important stuff about weapon recoils and how they're going to change. So make sure to stick around until the end, and let's begin. So the gameplay video just gave away some information. As we all know from all the leaks, the map will have a lab, a jungle-like area with an artificial sky, and the rest will be underground hallways, which is more like Operation Locker or even Metro. However, from what I've seen so far, you just can't compare those maps. There is no vehicle, all three of these maps are infantry only, but the map design and generally the environments are different, so get that whole thing out of your mind. The fact that we're finally getting an infantry-only map is nice. Should have been there from 2021 when the game was launched, like a lot of other stuff, but what can we say? It's finally happening. This new map is called Redacted, and it'll be available from October 10th with the release of Season 6. There was a huge focus on the Battle Pass in the gameplay trailer, which was inappropriate in my opinion. Like half of the whole thing was just about the Battle Pass rewards and specialist sets and all that. It was supposed to be a gameplay trailer, but it was a more detailed version of the reveal trailer, if you ask me. So about the Battle Pass, I'm just going to go over this quick because we've got some interesting stuff to talk about. It will be 100 tiers with 70 premium rewards and 30 free rewards. 3 of those free rewards will be the new weapons basically, and the rest will be weapon skins and charms and all that same old stuff. So let's just move on. We've got 2 new gadgets for support class, throwable ammo and medical pouch, which I don't think is going to affect the gameplay in any way important, but those were just another part of previous modern day Battlefield games. For instance, in Battlefield 4, we had ammo and medical crates which were bigger and could resupply more than one person, and we had smaller versions of them that could resupply or heal only one person. Apparently, that's going to be the case in Battlefield 2042 from Season 6. And about the new weapons, you already know the names and categories thanks to a Chinese leak that came out of nowhere, but let's take another look at them. So the new assault rifle is called VHX-D3, which is a bullpup weapon and kind of reminds me of Bulldog assault rifle in Battlefield 4. The new DMR rifle is called G428 and it looks really good to be honest. And lastly, we've got the new sidearm called L9CZ. For all you vehicle lovers out there, we've got a new flying light transport called YUV-2 Ponthawk, which is more like a flying quad bike to me, and it's going to make it way easier to go from A to B in some of the maps like Exposure, for example. And we have to wait and see how that's going to go because the idea of having a 2-seated flying light transport is somehow awkward. I don't know, maybe that's where I'm wrong, but it just doesn't make sense to me. We also got a glimpse of what I believe is the Halloween special event where Zane is just staring at 3 doors getting slowly opened and a strange voice in the back saying, "We are reborn." Now it has to have something to do with a possible new game mode just for this special event maybe, but they actually didn't show much to be able to say anything more about it, so I'll just leave it at that until we've got more info. The game is going to be free to play from October 12th to 16th, and that's good news for all you guys who are watching this video and haven't played Battlefield 2042 yet. So tune in those 4 days and just play the game for yourself if you're tired of all the different opinions on the game. Hope to see you on the battlefield. And that's about it for the gameplay trailer, but the important stuff is yet to be discussed. Battlefield just posted some interesting updates on X, and it was some kind of an overhaul to weapon recoil, especially as they mentioned to high rate of fire weapons having recoil inconsistency. So a lot has been said about the current state of gunplay in Battlefield 2042 by almost all of the content creators. I do have a video about it explaining some of the problems, including tap firing, which you can see now on the top right corner. Give it a look if you want to know what exactly we're talking about here. But back to our main topic, let's take a look at the post. DICE mentions that we had become aware of a crosshair and recoil inconsistency with high rate of fire weaponry, where the crosshair would take a moment to catch up to bullet recoil trajectory under sustained fire. Update 6 makes improvements towards this through a series of changes to recoil and timings, which now improves the feeling and consistency of all weapons when compensating for recoil and bursting. You might be confused right now because they're just overcomplicating things for no reason, but let me explain. What they call bursting is just another way of saying tap firing because nobody bursts with a weapon in Battlefield unless the weapon is basically a burst fire weapon like the AC-42. And in the footage they've shared under the same post, what they do is basically tap firing with Avances and PKP, which are both high fire rate LMGs. So bursting just means tap firing here. Maybe not all of the weapons are so bad when it comes to tap firing, but like 90% of them just literally suck. Controlling the recoil when shooting full auto is way easier compared to tap firing, which was not really an issue in a game like Battlefield 4. In fact, it was a very important part of the gunplay, at least for some more skilled players. But if these changes can somehow fix this crap, then we're all going to be good. And yes, it's late. This whole thing should have happened in Season 4, maybe even sooner, but having that fixed even in Season 6 is just better than nothing, and I'm really looking forward to see them implementing this. A lot of weapons will get stronger in range for those who are willing to tap fire instead of just going full auto like a goddamn terrorist. In the same post, they mentioned that additionally we have changed almost all weaponry, even the ones least affected by this, to tighten the pulse sensation, which makes the camera track recoil trajectory. This will result in the crosshair staying much closer to the center at all times while we maintain the feel of recoil movement expressed through the camera. So they do know that some of the weapons are not really affected by this issue. Like tap firing with A91 assault rifle is piece of cake. Works absolutely great by Battlefield 2042 standards, but you don't even want to try M416 or AEK. Absolutely disgusting. And last but not least, we've got a small buff to Recon class which can save your life in a lot of scenarios. What they did is that Recon class will now have another weapon proficiency. As you guys might know, using sniper rifles with Recon class specialists gives you a steadier aim and makes it easier for you to just generally use them. This new weapon proficiency makes them capable of drawing their sidearm faster regardless of their main weapon. Let's say you're playing Casper and you're having an assault rifle as your primary weapon, or maybe an SMG. It doesn't matter, you will be drawing that sidearm faster than any other class in the game. This can really be helpful for the snipers to be able to quickly switch to a pistol when someone pops up out of nowhere, so congratulations to all you little rats. We're gonna have a harder time killing you. Nah, just kidding. I just don't want snipers camping in the comment section, so yeah, forget what I just said. That's it for today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed and hope it was helpful. I really tried to go in depth about the important stuff and explain what DICE tried to overcomplicate. So if you liked the video, obviously hit the like button and consider subscribing to the channel. We've got more like this one coming your way. Thanks for watching, and until next time, stay cool.